Hi guys, tonight I would like to show you the way how we can add a persistence into our actor system. I would like to show our previous version that was demonstrated in June on the DNA meetup. So what we had a situation that we created remote workers here on that screen, and that way we were able to spread our load to different remote systems. Today, what I would like to show is how we can deal with the situation that one of our workers will just go down. So what I will do now, I will try to connect to the system to our akka cluster and start processing. So what we have see, the system started, we are processing our lines, and what I will do, I will kill one of the nodes. As you can see, there is a few errors messages from the cluster that we cannot connect to the retrieval system. But most important thing is like that we processed our 699 lines, but we cannot get any new API responses because we lost some work with progress. So how we can deal with that? So that's our communication that is at this point. So our data dispatcher is sending message to our web crawler. Crawler is trying to get the message from the API and is saving response to our file writer actor. So it's a very simple communication. There is no way how we can prevent the message from escaping. How we can prevent that? We can add our persistence actor, and what we need to change. First, our data dispatcher need to talk to persistence actor. The message need to be persisted and then sent to the web crawler. Web crawler do the job and then sends the response to the file writer, and file writer confirms that the message was processed to persistence actor. Why in this way? Because if we have a network partition here, we can get a message that is the confirmation message, but the message that is the real response could not be delivered. So in this case, if our web crawler is the actor that will be run on the remote mode, let's generate the risk and let's mitigate the risk, and all the response that will confirm will be on the local actor. So from the code, how we can start? The best way to do it is see the PetaBridge akka examples. So we have at least one delivery console, and what we have here. So we have one actor, which is at least one delivery actor, and few methods here. And then the best way was just grab the code, put into our solution, and modify as we need it. So go to the actor system. And let's add a folder for the persistence to have a add. So we can now add class. Okay. So we are missing comments. So what we did now, we moved the core of the actor, which is type as this one, deliver actor. As we have some values that we don't need to use, then we can delete this and clean up. Okay. So to send, we don't want to send messages to ourselves. Or maybe we want to. So let's just save. Okay. Okay. Are we compiling now? Looks like okay. So as we have our example, so from that perspective, we need to change for this perspective. So our data dispatcher, instead of sending a message to the web crawler, now need to send to the persistence actor. So let's call this guy persistence actor. Okay, and so data dispatcher was talking to web crawler. So in our case, instead of do send, we need to receive message that is sent from data dispatcher or data distributor. That will be this message, crawler message get data. We put mark here, not compiler, and change destination. So when we so we are going to deliver this target actor path message ID. Okay. Just to have visibility what we are changing. So what we have added here, we are delivering message. We are calling a method to deliver message in the persistence actor, which persists this message, adds message ID, and we're using the envelope, which is very generic. Do one thing, it's just the message ID added. The message ID is the identifier that we would use to confirm that the message was delivered, and when we go from our persistence actor to web crawler, then this will go to the file writer, and finally we will be trying to confirm the response. Okay, so let's go for that. Okay, so we are receiving our message. Okay, so that will be the one change. Now we need to create this actor in our system. So in our case, we need to go to our root actor where all guys are created. Come on. So we want to create persistence actor with const. So our persistence actor is a very generic component, as we are submitting target actor in the constructor, so we can use this in different circumstances. Persistence ID is the ID that will be stored in the database. Use that. Okay, so let's create our persistence actor. So if we don't remember how to do it, we can just grab it a code from a. So we have context. New. And we are missing here our crawler actor, so let's go how it's referred in our dictionary. So okay, and then we need to add this guy, actor dictionary, add, and key is persistence actor, then we add our persistence actor. Okay, that's fine. So in this case, we need to go to the point that our code doesn't compile, and we need to change the reference. Okay, so this guy will be not called crawler anymore. Okay, RS created, persistence actor. So now what we did, we change, so our data dispatcher is sending message to persistent actor. Persistent actor is persistent in message adds ID and is sending to web crawler. So what we now what we need to do, we need to add the ID, and also what we need to do, we need to update web crawler, because what we are sending not the message get data, but we are sending message with this. So let's check that. And let's go to our crawler. Okay. Okay, this is our heavy job. Okay. So now we need to add message ID that will be used. Okay. Okay, and now we need to still fix that. Okay. Okay, so in our case, all looks almost done, but what we need to do, we need to add our message ID to constructor. Okay, let's go. Okay, so now we are able to read this. Okay. Okay, I see we have issue here. So let's go to our pivot request. And we are receiving our pipe request, right? Okay, so if you have issues, now what we need to do, we need to go to our file writer actor, am I right? Okay, so we need to incorporate instances. So in this case, we can have situation that if the message wasn't processed by web crawler and it was added to the queue again, then we can receive 2 or 3 times to our list. So what we can do now, let's create a sorted list. Okay, that's the integer. Integer, no problem. Okay. So we want to have only one record here. Okay. And then what we need to add here, we need to add, get the persistence actor ID, and confirm message. Okay. Confirm message. cursor case. Okay, so do we have system configuration? We don't have, in our case, we don't have our actor book. So what do we need to do? We need to ask for that. Am I right? So we don't have a... Okay, no, we have action additional. Perfect. And what do we need to set here is persistence actor. Am I right? Why we are confirming message here? To avoid resending. Okay, even if we receive it, then there's always a way that the message was not confirmed or was confirmed too late and was resended. So at this point, let's check if our system is building, and then let's see how it goes. So we are running systems here, so we cannot build. Okay, smoke cleanup. Let's refactor that. Message ID. Okay, so now Oops. Okay, let's check for build. Okay, so we have another guys here. Still something. Still something. That should be all now. Okay. So now we should have a success build. So let's clean up the tests. That's the beauty. Okay, so start system. Okay, so what do we have now? We added the actor, but we didn't add the persistence. So unfortunately it cannot go. So akka not persistence. Connection string. Now what we need to check is the connection string. Okay, so we need to grab all the persistence. Copy it. Go to our project. Update NuGet packages. Okay. Connection string. Okay, so standard. I assume that will be a standard connection string. Check that. So in our case, what we will do? localhost default instance. Okay, and then akka test. Okay, so let's connect that. So we start Management Studio to create database akka test on our default instance here. Recover. We don't have that. So update this guy here. And the other guy as well. So what we can see here that we can have a different server for persistence and for snapshot offers. Okay, and then what we need to create a new database called akka test. Okay, database is created. Okay. Okay. So start. Okay. Cluster config. Let's think. Escape code. So now it looks okay. So let's start two instances and see how it goes. Okay, we still have an issue. I don't have snapshots, so maybe let's try to do another trick just to see what the problem is about. Okay, go our persistence actor, and we have persistence ID. Let's do something strange. Go it dot net string. So every time our actor starts, we'll have a new ID, and now we're trying to debug why we have problems. Okay, so the name, as we can see, was causing us an issue in the database, so we can investigate this later. But let's try if the actors are fine. So what we have, those two guys finished. We have our 699 responses. but and line saved 699. Okay, so it looks like everything is fine, no problem at all. So let's do some mess here, because I think we need to add another thing. So what we do, I will start this remote deployment target. I will start this guy. So I will tell that we can go now and FDNA start system. App is online. So now we know that those two guys working. Kill it. Oh, I didn't start the other one. Oh, oops. Okay. So we killed the only one. That's funny. Too fast. So CLS. Hey, start cluster. Start nodes. We are getting ready to start, so start system. Okay. Kill the node. And we see that we are still processing, we are saving lines. This guy is off. So the job was finished. Okay, so how we can check it? We can go to our output folder and verify if everything goes. Oh, not here. No. The last created file. Run Excel and check. Do we have all data here? Run the text import. And then we should get, what's happened? We should get our 700 lines. Okay, so 699, and check our input file. $699. So that works. What we can see also in the SQL Server, in the database, that our actor snapshot